Hey, this is the yoga mat here. Today we'll be going through a sequence to help you work on your handstands. Meet me in a seated position, bringing your palms to your knees. Relax your breath and become the observer here. Notice how your body feels. Notice the state of your mind. And notice the quality of your breath. Begin to deepen your breath as you inhale, breathe into your belly, and fill up your lungs from bottom to top, pausing when your lungs are full. As you exhale, squeeze your belly muscles and push your air out slower than you brought it in. Pause when you find empty lungs, and continue from here. With your next inhale, bring your palms face down on your knees, grabbing onto them. Walk your gaze towards the sky. Lift your heart high as you broaden your chest. As you exhale, round your spine, tucking chin into chest. Bring your forehead towards your groin. Start to move back and forth. Inhales, opening your heart, broadening the chest. Exhales, bringing the chin into the chest, round your shoulders forward and squeeze your belly muscles. Inhales, using the palms to pull the chest broader, lifting the chin. Exhales, rounding the spine one last time, exaggerating the movement to get more of a stretch. Inhale, sit tall. Reach up through the crown of your head and pull your shoulders away from your ears. As you exhale, twist to the right, bringing right shoulder behind you and left in front of you. As you inhale, come through center. And as you exhale, twist to the left, left shoulder behind you, right shoulder in front. Inhales, moving back through center. Exhales, twisting to the right, squeezing the belly muscles. Inhale, move through center. And exhale, twist to the left, using your belly muscle. Inhale, moving through center. As we exhale, twist to the right and stay here. Plant your right palm behind you, left palm in front of you. Pressing through your seat, take an inhale as you reach up through the crown of your head, lengthening your spine. As you exhale, twist your chin past your right shoulder. Squeeze your belly muscles. Then inhale, come through center. As you exhale, twist to the left. Plant right palm in front of you, left palm behind you. Pressing into your seat, take an inhale as you reach up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, twist your chin past your left shoulder, squeezing the belly muscles. With your next inhale, you'll come back through center. Reaching arms forward, palms face up, spread your fingertips wide and shift your shoulders back until you can set your feet out in front of you. Engage your core. If you can, lift your heels in line with your knees. Maybe straighten your legs. Keeping your heart lifted and your core engaged, you can connect your legs, squeezing your inner thighs together wherever you are. Lengthen your spine, broaden your chest, squeeze your core, and stay with a slow, steady breath. Inhales are full. Exhales are controlled. With your next breath out, as slowly as you can, lower your left leg down to the mat. Then interlace your fingertips around your right thigh. Straighten your right leg if it's not already. Flex your right foot. Then take one ankle circle clockwise, then counterclockwise, ending with your foot flex. From here, point your toes, then floint your toes. Point again, then flex your foot. Keep doing that. Point, floint, point, flex. A floint is flexing your toes with a pointed foot. Meet me with a flexed foot. Release your right leg, then slowly lower it to the ground. Squeezing your belly, lift your left leg with a bent knee or keeping the leg straight. Interlace your fingertips behind your left thigh. Straighten your leg if it's not already. Flex your left foot. Then take your ankle circles. One time clockwise, one time counterclockwise. Meeting with a flexed foot, Point your toe, flaunt your toe, point, then flex. Do this 2 more times, keeping your core engaged and your chest broad. Point, flaunt, point, flex. End with the flexed foot. Release your left leg, and again slowly lower that left leg all the way down. Then bend both knees in towards your chest. Plant your palms behind you with your fingertips facing the back of your mat. Inhale, lift the hips to the sky, reverse tabletop position. Keep pressing into your fingertips and heels. Keep lifting your hips. You can squeeze your glutes to lift them higher. Keep a broad chest. You can relax your neck, or you can keep it lifted in a neutral position. Whatever you do, stay with your breath. And with your next exhale, lower your hips back down to the mat. Once they've landed, shake your wrists out. Then plant your palms with your fingertips facing the front of your mat. With your next inhale, lift your hips to the sky again. Another variation of reverse tabletop. Keep pressing into your fingertips and heel. You can squeeze your glutes to lift your hips higher. You can relax your head, or you can keep your neck in a neutral position. Taking one more inhale to lift the hips higher. With your next exhale, slowly lower the hips back down to the ground. Grab onto the shins and begin to rock forward and backwards the length of your spine. Keep doing this until you find enough momentum to rock into a standing forward fold. Roll your shoulders back and then forward, maybe shake them out. Then relax your entire upper body, keeping your feet parallel and your knees slightly bent. Allow your spine to decompress here. When you're ready, set your palms in front of your feet, spreading your fingertips wide. Hug your elbows in towards each other. Then place your knees on the back of your upper arms, your triceps, maybe bringing them all the way into your armpits. Keep your gaze slightly in front of you. Then play with shifting weight into your fingertips. You may notice that your feet become lighter, maybe light enough to lift. You can play with lifting one foot, readjusting whenever you need to. You can play with lifting the other. If your feet become light enough, maybe you play with lifting both. If both are lifted, see if you can hold. Keep pressing through your fingertips. Keep your elbows hugged in, core engaged. Keeping your knees on your triceps, hug your inner thighs in towards each other, and stay with a steady breath. When you're ready, you can lower your feet, bringing your knees to the mat for a tabletop position. Without moving your shoulders here, with your next exhale, allow the center of your chest to melt down towards the ground. As you inhale, press the center of your upper back up towards the sky. As you exhale, center of your chest comes low, shoulder blades come in towards each other. Inhale, as you press your upper back towards the sky, your shoulder blades separate. Do this one more time, keeping your spine long and moving from the center of your chest rather than your shoulder blades. Finding a neutral tabletop position from here, take an inhale, and as you exhale, find a downward facing dog. Take some free movement here, bending one knee and then the other, maybe keeping your legs straight and rocking your hips side to side or looking underneath one shoulder then the other. Stay with your free movement as long as you like, finding stillness when you're ready to move forward. Arms are in line with your spine. With your next inhale, lift your right leg to the sky, keeping your hips at the same height. As you exhale, point your right toe. Then inhale, bend your right knee. As you exhale, lift your knee higher, keeping your hips squared. Then inhale, open your hip, squeezing your right glute to help lift your knee higher. With your next inhale, straighten your right leg, flex your right foot, then exhale, slowly lower that right leg back down. Shifting your weight into your right foot, with your next inhale, lift your left leg, keeping your left foot flexed and your hips at the same height. Exhale, point your left toe. Inhale, bend your left knee, keeping your hips at the same height. As you exhale, lift your knee a little bit higher. Then inhale, open your left hip, squeezing your left glute and lifting your knee towards the sky. With your next inhale, straighten your left leg, flex your left foot, then exhale, slowly lower that left leg back down. Once both feet are grounded, take an inhale to lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, press down through both heels, stretching the backs of your legs. When you're ready, ground your knee and walk your palms forward, melting the chest towards the ground, puppy pose. Your hips stay stacked over your knees. You can lift your wrists coming onto your fingertips to give your chest more space to melt further towards the ground, giving you a deeper stretch in your chest muscles as well as your arm muscles. Inhales invite space into your body, and as you exhale, allow your chest to relax a little further towards the mat. When you're ready, on an inhale, crawl your palms back underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingertips wide, then exhale into a downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward towards your wrists. Walk your hands back towards your feet, finding a forward fold. When you're ready, gaze down. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders with your fingertips spread wide. You can also lift onto your fingertips to give yourself more space. Shifting your weight into your left foot, lift your right leg to the sky, keeping your right foot flexed and your hips at the same height. Your middle toe is facing down. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, lift your right heel higher as you melt your chest further towards your left leg, keeping that long spine. You can squeeze your right glute to lift your right heel higher. With your next exhale, lower your right foot back down to the mat. Readjust, then shift your weight into your right foot and lift your left leg to the sky. Keep your hips in line and your left foot flexed. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, keeping that long spine, melt your chest towards your right leg as you lift your left heel higher. Again, you can squeeze your left glute to help lift your heel. Stay with your breath here. Taking one more inhale. As you exhale, lower your left foot back down to the ground. Once it's landed, relax your upper body and play with straightening both legs, then bending both knees. When you're ready to move forward, bend both knees, plant your palms down on the mat with your fingers spread wide, then lift your right leg to the sky once again. Bend into your left knee, and then play with handstand hops. Keep pressing into your fingertips, keep your arms strong, keep your shoulders hugged into the sockets and your core engaged. Use your lifted leg for balance. Lower that leg when you're ready. Take an inhale, moving into a halfway lift. Then exhale, fold forward. From here, plant your palms once again. Lift your left leg. Press into your fingertips, bend the right knee, then play with hops on this side. Use your lifted leg to guide you into your handstand. Attempting to bring your lifted heel over your hips, stacking hips over shoulders and shoulders over wrists. Lower both feet after a few tries. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale into a forward fold. Then toe heel your feet out as wide as you like. Toes in, heels out. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine and broaden your chest. Then keeping that long spine, exhale and fold. Reach your sits bones to the sky, targeting your hamstrings. Stay with your breath. You can relax your upper body whenever you like. You can bring your arms behind your back, interlacing your fingertips, squeezing the heels of your hands together, then lifting the palms up and over you like the pinkies were going to touch the floor in front of you. Keeping your palms connected, even if that means bending your elbows. All the while, pressing into the outsides of your feet, hugging your inner thighs in towards each other, and reaching your sits bones towards the sky. When you're ready, releasing a bind if you had it. Crawl your palms underneath your shoulders, then inhale into a flat spine. As you exhale, toe heel your feet in towards each other, bringing them hip-width distance apart. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders, fingertips spread wide. Lift your right leg to the sky. Bending your left knee, play with hops again. Keep your arms active, core engaged. If you can find a float, see if you can hold. Keep your legs active in your float, reaching through your toes or heels and squeezing your leg muscles. Stay with your breath wherever you are. When you're ready, lower both feet to the ground. Make sure they're hip-width distant, then relax over your lower body. Ragdoll pose. With your next inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthening your spine. Then exhale, bend your knees. Plant your palms under your shoulders, spreading your fingertips wide. Lift your left leg to the sky, and when you're ready, play with hops on this side. Keep your arms active, shoulders hugged into the sockets, core engaged. As you hop your legs into the sky, keep them active, squeezing your leg muscles, keeping your toes pointed or flexed. See if you can find a float and hold there if you can. When you're ready, bring both feet back down to the ground and exhale into a fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale and fold. Do this a few times to decompress your spine. Eventually meeting me in a relaxed forward fold. From there, you'll move into a squat, lowering your knees down to the ground, keeping your toes tucked. Relax your hips into your heel and bring your palms to your thighs. If you want to stretch your upper body as well, interlace your fingertips, then spin your palms to face forward. Inhale, reach both arms to the sky, keeping your fingertips interlaced. Notice if your ribs want to flare out. Zip them in towards your spine by squeezing your belly muscles. Keep pulling your biceps back so they frame your ears, and keep pressing your palms into the sky. Eventually, lower your palms to face forward, then separate your fingertips. Open and close your hands 3 times, stretching and awakening your hand muscles. Relax your arms down by your sides, then untuck your toes and sit your hips to your heels. Sit your hips directly on top of your heels this time. Let your weight relax into them. Then play with your shoulder movement, rolling your shoulders forwards up towards your ears and down your back, then back up towards your ears and forward. You can stay here playing with your shoulder movement, or if you want to deepen your ankle stretch, you can bring your palms behind you, giving more weight to your heels, maybe lifting your knees up off the ground. Make sure that the pressure is not in your knees and is only in your muscles. Keep your core engaged, your chest broad, and your breath steady. Lowering your knees when you're ready, shift your weight forward, lift your hips, and bring your heels to the outside of your hips. Toes will touch, heels are turned out. You can simply allow your hips to relax into your heels if you want more. Again, you can bring your fingertips behind you, maybe lifting your knees up off the mat, targeting the front of your calf muscles, the muscles near your shins. Make sure that you feel this in your muscles and not your joints. Keep your core engaged and your breath steady. Lowering your knees whenever you're ready, shifting your weight forward, cross your legs, and then roll over onto your bum into a seated position. You could bring your palms face up or face down on your knees. Whatever you decide to do, take an inhale, fill your lungs completely, then take as many sips of air in as you can. pausing with your lungs full, holding, then exhaling when you can hold no longer. Releasing your breath, relaxing your shoulder and facial muscles. Become the observer once again, here. Stay with your sensations. If a thought comes, simply notice, then exhale the thought away. As you inhale, feel your lungs fill. And as you exhale, relax into your sensations once again. Stay here in meditation as long as you like. Before you do go, I want to offer you one wish. What do you want to flourish in your life? Bringing your hands to your heart center, press your palms into each other, and as you make this wish, imagine a seed begins to materialize between your palms. The seed begins to grow as your arms reach to the sky. They become the stems of your seed, blossoming your palms open to the stars. Send your wish into the cosmos. Then draw your hands back together and into your heart, open and willing to receive whatever the cosmos offer you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.